of attraction or even a girl here. Maybe there's gonna be a cute one in the bunch of new arrivals from today. Anyways, I gotta head back before DI makes me vacuum the fucking garden again. He started to jog towards his barracks before the sun set down and spots something strange in the corner of his eye. He thinks to himself, just some random dumb private who's gonna have to eat cig butts again. Kinda wanna see that happening though. Nothing like a good old first time. He starts sneaking around the barracks, following the shape while being careful about being spotted. He's not gonna get caught this time. After about 2 minutes of intense sneaking action, he's finally cornered who he was looking for. They were in a dead end, and there was no way he couldn't seize this opportunity. What are you doing out there, bud? Lost your way to the barracks? He asked in his best impression of a sergeant's voice. The small and frail figure jumped at the sound of his voice and quickly turned around with a look of shock and awe that didn't leave Gate indifferent. The small voice started to talk. I'm sorry, sir. I was on my way to the bathroom, but I got lost. Please don't make me do some terrible stuff. Yet, I just arrived this afternoon and didn't have time to locate anything. Gate starts laughing and rubbing his eyes to avoid eye contact with the cute creature he just met, helping him not lose focus. Chill, dude. I'm just playing with you. Here, let me help you find your barracks. You told me you were a new addition, so you gotta be here in the first barrack. They started walking with Gate, being in the lead so the newcomer cannot see him smiling like a child on Christmas morning, discovering his presence. Oh, by the way, my name is Combat Engineering. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Combat. I'm Gatejumper, he said with a big bright smile, making Combat blush and fluster. Several minutes after they started walking, a loud noise coming from the hangar scares Combat, making him cling onto Gate's arm, holding him tight and trying not to die from the heart attack he just had. Chill, it's just a piece of metal that fell. If you're gonna be scared by this, then why even join the army? Why you bully me? Asked Combat with a trembling voice. Aw, I'm sorry, but be honest, you need to be ready for stressful situations, says Gate with a shit-eating grin. How do you cope with the stress then, Mr. Army Man? Replies Combat with a smug look on his little face. Gate tries not to fall for the obvious bait, but takes it anyway because he doesn't care anymore. There's a cute girl clinging on his arm, looking at him with a smug look, with a pretty decent body, he thought to himself. Perhaps this could be my chance to break the boredom and also the beds in the process, he thought, while still looking at Combat in the eyes. Well, lost your tongue, or too ashamed to say that you rub one out in a porta potty when everyone is gone, continued Combat. Why don't you just shut up then? It doesn't matter. Why would you want to know, woman? Said Gate. Combat was shocked. He did it. He finally trapped someone. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to do this in the army, as everyone is at least 4 inches taller than him and twice his weight and all muscle, but he liked the idea of being surrounded by so many testosterone-filled men. What a fucking queer, I know, right? But listen, just because you want to get your jam slammed doesn't mean that you're automatically gay. I mean, it's 2018, you cunts. Anyway, back to our regular schedule. Gate spotted the obvious shock on Combat's face and started to feel bad. But he was also unsure about if she actually wanted to be treated this way as a fetish or if she was legitimately hurt. Playing the safe card, he thought he needed to apologize. Hey, look, I'm sorry if I hurt you by saying this. I was just playing around, army stuff, he says with a visible discomfort. It's all right, big boy. I may actually have enjoyed that, says Combat with a playful tone, and now gripping onto Gate's arm even tighter. The two remain silent for about 10 seconds, their heartbeats increasing and their breath getting heavier and heavier. The tension was at its climax, and Gate was sure about one thing. Being in there for 7 months with only jerking off as a way to let go of the stress was annoying, and he wanted something else really bad. Was he ready to risk it all on this new cute private he just met? Or is he going to stop? Basically, he doesn't know it's a boy yet, so he's getting really excited. And by really, I mean really fucking excited, nigga. They were getting closer and closer. Gate tower, obviously towering Combat height-wise, but Combat had the lead in this seduction dance as he was about to dictate how everything was gonna happen. Their faces were less than an inch apart. They could feel each other's breath on their lips. Gate thought to himself, she smells so nice, that's cute, but her hair is kinda short. Maybe tomboys are actually good. I'm gonna finally relieve myself for the first time in a while. Combat and Gate were about to kiss, even though they met just 10 minutes ago. But there was something, some kind of connection between them, and it felt just right. They kissed for a solid 15 seconds, enjoying the moment as long as they could. The adrenaline from the fear of being caught and the libido from the perfect sexual frustration mixed up into a perfect cocktail of emotions. Finally letting go of the kiss, they didn't say anything. Gate takes the lead and grabs Combat's hand as they sprint towards the nearest empty barracks. Combat has to think fast as to not blow his cover. He didn't want to shatter Gate's expectations, but it was bound to happen. They finally get to an empty barracks, and this is where the fun begins, boys. There was only a futon and a wobbly metal bed, but they didn't care. They wanted to do it, and they were gonna do it, no matter the consequences or the risk of being caught. Gate throws the light body of Combat on the bed without hardly any effort. He takes his shirt off, revealing a sculpted figure with apparent muscles. Combat, visibly in awe at the size of this lad, this absolute unit, just stares at the body of Gate, while at the same time preparing himself mentally for what's about to come. He still had to think about what he was going to say to keep his dick away so Gate can't see it. He decided to go for a doggy style, that way it'd be concealed but still make his ass available for Gate. Are you sure about this? I mean, we're doing all this shit pretty fast, and I don't know if we're gonna regret this or not, said Gate in a trembling voice. But it was already too late. Combat was presenting his ass to Gate after pulling down a pair of striped panties, ready to take anything that Gate could do to him. Anal only. I want to lose my virginity to a special someone. I hope you understand, but I'm really clean down there, so hop in. Gate didn't need to think twice and just went straight in there. No lube, nothing. The absolute madman. At first it hurt. Combat was about to cry. The pain gave him tears. But soon enough it felt really good. He enjoyed every single thrust and felt his whole body become hot and fuzzy. On Gate's side, it's one of the best things ever. 7 months here of having to jerk it in the porta potties. And this ass was tight as fuck, bruh, like a fucking clamp on his dick. I think I'm gonna bust already, moaned Gate. Shit, think of something sad or funny like, ravioli, ravioli, come in my assholey. I don't know, try to last a little longer for fuck's sake, said Combat with his usual smug face, but this time blushing and biting his lip. They went on for about 5 minutes, trying out another position, with Combat doing his best not to mess up his cover. The climax of the moment, they both come at the same time and just collapse onto the bed, sweaty and tired with a big smile on their faces. Combat does his best to cover the wet spot in his pants to not show that he is also a guy, but he starts thinking about telling the truth. They end up spooning for about an hour. I'll leave you guys guess who's who. Then Combat decides to go back to his barrack. He stands up and kisses Gate on the forehead, walks out the door, and just before closing it, turns around and waves at him just like some anime bitch. Gate waves him goodbye too and lays there still thinking about what just happened. He then decides to sneak back to his own barracks, lightheaded and happy as a soldier can be. The next morning, Gate and Combat met in the lunchroom, trading winks and other gay dumb stuff, but still some cute shit. They met after training and Gate goes to the bathroom where Combat follows him. Gate starts to take a piss in the urinals and Combat goes besides him. Gate thinks this is some kind of joke and goes along with it, but then he realizes Combat is actually taking a piss with him, and then everything went clear in his head. Combat just looks him in the eyes, finishes his piss, winks in the smuggest way ever, and says, "See ya later, Mr. Army Man." The end. That was a fucking experience. And not a good
So
one.
you want to kill yourself.
Thank you for everyone who stuck through to the end.
So suicide? I'm guessing.
you guys want to do a suicide pact real quick? Suicide pact. Put it. Say
Suicide
fucking.
pact,
Say
I
I
don't
in
have any
voice
of my
chat
guns
and voice
with me,
text chat.
sadly.
If you're joining in on the fucking suicide pact. We got three. We got three. Can we do 4? Oh, we got 4 now. How many fucking shotgun shells you think it'll take for fucking 5 dudes?
1 if we line ourselves up.
If we line them all the fuck up.
It's got to be a slug though, a nice slug right through all of our brains.
Shit, yeah, slug.
We need
Because
to
then the fucking brain matter and bone fragment will be like fucking
on one end,
fragmentation.
one slug, and then we have to have another slug on the end, so they meet in the middle and just blow up.
Alright.
Just
cool.
like Gate and Combat Engineering, they meet in the middle and blow up.
I just gave
Shut
up
the
on life,
fuck
guys.
up. Alright, I'm killing the recording.
Oh, I
I'm
hate
uploading
it.
this.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh my god, I hate it.